Psalm of Ethan the Ezrahite. Desirate. Yeah, this is one of the most complex psalms because it begins with strong praise but ends with deep confusion. The theme is how do you trust God promises when reality seems to contradict them? The psalm moves through three stages: praise, covenant, and crisis. Then I'll sing of the Lord, great love forever. God's love and faithfulness are the foundation. Then the covenant promise. I have made a covenant with my chosen one. I have sworn to David my servant. God promised David his line would continue, his throne would last forever. God's promises shape Israel's hope, okay? Then the psalmist describes God's greatness. Heavens praise his own wonders. No one compares to him. He rules the raging sea. He crushes Rahab, symbol of chaos in Egypt, okay? The heavens and earth belong to him. Then the blessing. Blessed are those who have learned to acclaim you. God is both powerful and faithful. Confidence in God's promises comes from knowing his power. Then God chose David and said, I have found David my servant. My hand will sustain him. His line will endure forever. Even if his descendants sin, God says, I will punish their sin, but I will not take my love from sin. The covenant seems permanent. God's promises appear unbreakable. Then the crisis. Suddenly the tone shifts. But you have rejected. You have been very angry. The king has been humiliated. His crown is in the dust. Enemies rejoice. His throne seems destroyed, okay? Reality contradicts the promise. Faith struggles when experiences conflicts with expectation. Then the questions, how long, Lord, will you hide forever? He reminds God of human mortality. Then he asks, Lord, where is your former great love? The psalmist feels the covenant promises missing. Faith sometimes reminds God of his own promises. Then the final line, praise be to the Lord forever. Amen and amen. Even after the struggle, the psalm ends with praise. Not because the problem is solved, but because God remains God. Worship can continue even when answers are unclear. So here are the key lessons from the Psalm 89. First one is God's faithfulness is central to faith. Second lesson, remember God's power strengthens trust. Third lesson, God's promises may appear delayed. Fifth lesson, faith can wrestle honestly with God. Sixth lesson, reminding God of his covenant is part of prayer. Then the final lesson, worship continues even in unresolved tension. Psalm 89 begins with celebration of God's love and faithfulness and recalls the covenant promise that David's throne would endure forever. The psalmist praises God's unmatched power and faithfulness, but then confronts a crisis. The king has been defeated and the throne appears broken. The psalmist questions how this can happen. If God's promises still stands, he asks how long God will hide and reminds him of his covenant. Despite Despite the tension remaining unresolved, the psalm ends in praise, showing that faith can continue even while wrestling with difficult questions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I see you in the next one.